with the floods and so the reduction in the levels of salt, does that then provide a consequent benefit further upstream? Say in water health, say for example in Victoria?
Yeah, well, look, the landscape, like Australia's landscape, is very salty, and one of the things we've been able to show through the use of Commonwealth environmental water, we estimate we've exported about 4 million tonnes of salt, but we've also stopped the salt water coming in, and there's absolute, as water runs across the landscape, picks up the salt, you want that salt exported out of the system, so it does play an important role, and there's been other interventions historically to try and manage salt in the landscape.
So the benefit of the reduction, if I was an irrigator in Victoria, I would be happier that the Murray Mouth is reducing the salinity because of the floods. Is that a fair proposition?
Well, look, I can't talk on behalf of Victorian irrigators, but I think the point is that the export of salt is an important, and so having connection of the Murray River to the mouth and exporting that salt. I mean, you hear a lot it's a waste of water going out, but it actually plays a really important role.
Yes. So that process, that environmental process, or that process of nature, is benefiting all the river, not just the immediacy of near the mouth.
Oh, absolutely. Like it is a river-wide thing. Absolutely, it's a benefit. Export of salt that's present in the landscape is good for those landscapes, good for the river, and yes, it means that water is going out through the Murray Mouth, and we've played an important role at times where we've been able to maintain connection of the Murray River to the Coorong, and as a consequence, keeping flows moving through the system, and keeping there's a target of about 695 gigalitres, and we've played an important role, and again in those drier times of ensuring that those targets are met. It's something like over 700 days or something where it's relied on Commonwealth water to be able to hit those targets.
Are we in a position to measure the benefits of that all the way up the river system?
So through, and the MTBA might be able to comment more broadly on salinity measurement, but we've got a science program where we're monitoring 7 selected areas throughout the system, because we can't monitor everywhere, and that's in relation to the role that Commonwealth environmental water plays in protecting and restoring the basin effectively. There are, I suppose, as I understand, if I can get my colleague to correct me, is just our problem from the salinity level is knowing what we're contributing in terms of that export at the lower end of the system, not necessarily monitoring salinity in every location we're doing monitoring.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Thanks, Senator. Maybe just to add, certainly in terms of all the basin plan reporting sites, salinity levels do remain below the target values that have been set out. So it has been and that's been the case for over 14 years now.
Sorry, Senator, I'll just correct it. It's actually the target 650 gigalitres the system flow.
Yes, okay. Thank you for that.